Hey John, this is Scott Walker with Impact Latent SEO. Uh, Joe referred me over to you, and I usually make these screencasts to kind of show you a little bit of what I do and maybe how I can help. So I do appreciate feedback on the video, and I hope that this video is educational for you and shows you some new strategies that you might not be aware of. So this is your website right here. I do love your logo. It's probably one of the coolest logos I've seen. And it looks like I've been kind of looking at your website and seeing what you do. You do some pretty good quality work, which is amazing. But one thing I would really recommend for your website is to add more content. The reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for buyer intent keywords, which involve a service and also a location. For example, engraving Sandy, Utah would be a great buyer intent keyword. The other thing you could do for all your images, photos, anything like that, if you save the alternate text correctly, which I don't know why my computer's being dumb, but if you do save it correctly, it would count as content and a buyer intent keyword, like instead of it saying KCD bow right here, because it's embedded behind the photo, it would count as content for you. So I did put your website into a tool I use called Ahrefs. This will give me your analytics and kind of show me where you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100 and you want them balanced and continuously moving up. You're currently at 11 strength and 9 trust, which is pretty decent. And those are due to your backlinks and your referring domains. And if you don't know what a backlink is, it's when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so you do want to stay away from the spammy ones and stick to the authoritative ones by staying relevant to your industry and also your location. And it looks like you're being indexed for 13 keywords and you're getting about 27 people to your website each and every month. This is a third-party tool, so this could be off a little bit, but with it being so low, your website acts more like a digital business card as opposed to an online lead-generating tool that could produce an ROI for you. And by implementing these strategies I'm talking about today, your DR, UR, and also your traffic should be increasing. So if we look at some of the keywords that you're being indexed for, you have celebrate 100 years, which congratulations on that, by the way. I forgot to mention 100 years, huge milestone, so that's awesome. There's 350 searches each and every month for Celebrate 100 Years. There's 12 traffic going to your website because you're in that first position. I wouldn't really consider that a buyer intent keyword, whereas, engraving Salt Lake City, Utah, there's 10 searches and you're in the 7th position, but you're getting one of those. That is the type of buyer intent keyword. Near me, I wouldn't really say is accurate either because that could be a national keyword. So unless you do a lot of shipping to you and shipping away, that might not be a good keyword that you would want to go after. So I just looked up engraving Sandy right here, and usually you get your Google ads right up top, which is where you're at. There is one thing, I don't want to click on this to charge you any money here, but I really would recommend having a better landing page. It's just very confusing when you go to it, and it doesn't really, you can click away from what the offer is. So there are some things that could be updated on your Google ad that might have some better success for you. And then being in the Google business profile down here is amazing, which you are both an ad and, in the organics as well. But that just means that you could use your Google business profile to target more words in your local areas and maybe expand to, you're down in Sandy, so maybe in South Jordan, West Valley, Midvale, and even up into Salt Lake, because I don't know how many engravers there are out there. But then we move down to the organic listings down here, which you are number 3 for this particular buyer intent keyword, which is pretty good. But this is a person that's not even in Sandy, Utah, they're in New York, but that's kind of your number 1 competitor. And if we go to their website, they have a lot of pictures, not a lot of content on here either. So when you have more content with better buyer intent keywords, authoritative backlinks, and citations, you could start to outrank these competitors. And just to kind of show you what they're doing, they don't have as good of strength or trust, but they have a lot more keywords and they have a lot more people coming to their website due to it. So, I mean, just those are some things that you could do to vamp up your website to get more people coming to you. And I know you do a lot of stuff with wedding invites, so I kind of just looked up this one for you. I mean, with all the services you provide, it would just depend on what services you want to be found for on the internet. But like wedding invitations in Boss, there's 600 searches each and every month for that. And if you were found for half of those or a third of those, that'd almost be 200 people to your website just in 1 month. And obviously, there's some other ones that, like this one says Houston, so we wouldn't go after that. But there's lots of services, and once you are ranking for these keywords, a percentage of the total volumes of all the keywords you're being ranked for will start going to your website. And then once they go to your website instead of your competitors, they'll give you a call, and depending on your closing rate, will turn into a customer for you. So, John, I know I haven't talked to you yet, but I look forward to it. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.